Hello, welcome to my WIP and Chat number 13. I can't believe I've done 13 of these. Well, this is my 13th, so I guess 12? Either way, I am at officially 500 subscribers. I cannot believe that. I thought it would take me like a year just to get to 500. And I didn't think I would enjoy it this much. I kind of just wanted to pick the hobby back up and just have fun. And thank you so much for the opportunity you have given me. That is to make content I really enjoy making and partake in a hobby that I love and be introduced into a whole new community. So I just wanted to start off with a big fat thank you. So a WIP and Chat is where I'm working on something and chatting. This one specifically will be just like a rambly life update, kind of tell you how the past week is gone and all of that. My name is Marissa and I make a variety of diamond art content. I am working on musical abstract notes by Joseph, I forgot the name, Joseph Klopaka. And the canvas is from Diamond Art Club. I am using the new Diamond Art Club pen. God, it is bright out today. And I am using the new tray. Obviously, it'll be the Diamond Art Club putty with their newer formula inside the tip. And then I'm using Pure Bliss Wax Company's or Co. Cool Citrus Basil putty in the multi-placer. As you can see, this is a little dinged up because I am kind of a hard presser, but I wanted to show that I've been giving this a chance. I will be recording a full review of my thoughts on the pen and the new tray. So let's kind of just jump in and talk about what has been going on in my life for the past week. My husband had the past week off, which has been amazing, and I love when he has extended time off. I mean, our bank accounts don't really love it, but I love it in general because I miss him when he works all the time. And I've said before, he'll go long stints of working with like one day off a week, and then, you know, work will kind of slow down and he'll get like a week off, which I think is amazing. I think we're to the point where we need to hire employees so we can have more of a regular schedule, but that's future problems, not now. We just kind of been doing yard work because the weather has been semi-nice. It's been about 100 to about 107 degrees, but the last like 4 days it's been completely overcast, windstorm warnings, as well as getting a little bit of rain. And it's been nice to have some overcast and not just 100% sun. Though I do have to say the, what is it called? Humidity. Yeah, I'm not used to that or comfortable with that. So that can go away. But it comes with having rains. I mean, of course you have hot weather and then rain, and then it just makes life suck and sweaty. But that also means that it's cooled off a lot easier in the asphalt and dirt and rocks, because I don't have sidewalks here, are definitely cooler a little bit earlier. So I have been able to actually walk Charlie a little bit, and it has been amazing. I miss walking my dog so much on a regular basis without having to take him somewhere. And yeah. It was just nice to kind of go through and reintroduce him to the neighborhood. And I bought a new leash. It's like 30 feet long. So I took him in front of my neighbor's yard, and she has horses and a border collie and I think 2 other mixed dogs that just go absolutely crazy anytime anyone walks past their yard, which is exactly what I needed. So I was able to use the 30-foot leash, make him sit and wait while I walked away 30 feet, and he was not allowed to move, even with the dogs going absolutely crazy until I said so, and he did pretty good. See, it's stringy again. and then you twist it. But yeah, it worked out amazing, and it was kind of fun to have him back in that environment because it has been a little bit, and yeah. I did that multiple times, and then I also made him lay down and stay. So the difference between lay down and stay and sit and wait is when you sit and wait, he is waiting for your command to come to you. Or, you know, if you walk by or whatever, you can say, Charlie, come, and he's allowed to break that and come to you. Now, when I lay him down and I say lay down, stay, he is not allowed to break that until I come and give him physical touch. So that's kind of the way I differentiate those, because if I say, hey, sit, wait, while I'm leaving the room, I want him to be able to break it. I don't want him to be confused and completely stuck there until I get back, because that would suck. So yeah, that's the way I kind of differentiate those two, and he did really good. The first time he was kind of confused because normally we walk by and normally he'll like sit down by my side, but I don't want to go completely leashless and completely dropped the short leash to walk away to see if he would stay. Like, I feel like that would just be irresponsible. Hence why I got the long leash. But he did so good. I am so impressed with my king size puppy. Oh man. And also it makes it so that I can take him to different pet stores, because the store that I do training at, they provide the long leashes and stuff, but now I can take him to Home Depot and Lowe's and exercise these things there with the long leash. So it just opens up more opportunities. I can take him to parks and walk him around in like festivals and just add more distractions every single time, and trust that I have some way to wrangle him if I need to. He's not aggressive or anything, but people get uncomfortable with big breeds, especially German Shepherd, and it's just part of the training process of, you know, him being able to trust me to put him in these situations and for me to be able to trust him. So I think this is just an extension of our training that just needs to be established more, and I think it's time. I mean, he is maturing. I trust him more to make better, more mature choices, even though he is still a dumb teenager. But when kids are in the dumb teenage stage, it's also those opportunities to give them real life lessons and watch them grow. So I'm establishing that in puppy ages and hoping that it works out. This is not sticking. I hate that this light has a little click thing right here, so it's making it difficult to do it up there. Oh yeah, and just the weather has been, I know I mentioned it before, but when you have so many consecutive days of just blaring sun, so much dust, and no moisture at all, it just gets a little daunting. So it's just a nice little reprieve to be able to walk outside and have some clouds, and it adds different scenery, and it just looks freaking stunning. And I've been enjoying that. So we also have partook in a lot of yard work. We did my grandma's whole backyard. We did my whole backyard. We just went through our garages, we went through the shop, and we're gonna have to do a dump run of just stuff that we accumulated that we don't have to. It's the stuff that you think, oh, I'm gonna use this one day, and it's been like 5 years and it's deteriorated and you have to get rid of it. We have stuff that we need to donate, and it's just been nice. Even though, yes, I do say it's still been 100+ degrees, but those clouds make all the difference. I swear it makes it feel a little different. Now with the humidity, when that hit, it made it a lot more uncomfortable. I do have to say that just the clouds and dust were fine, but as soon as the rains kind of started coming in, it made it a little less enjoyable. So we're gonna spend the day inside today and let the mud dry up some. Although if there's mud outside, that's less dust in my house, which is a plus. I went crazy dusting my house, dusting grandma's house, and I tend to try to do it kind of on a regular basis, but even after 2 days, and especially with all the windstorms that we had before the rain, it was like beautiful. 2 days later, still dusty, windy, and I would go like like just like the finger swipe, and I would have dust on my finger again. So I feel like it was kind of pointless, and I should have waited until after it rained. Like I knew the rain was coming, but I should have waited because all that wind just made more dust happen. And it also made me realize I want to add like more gravel or AstroTurf to our yards or something to make the dust a little bit less. I mean, it is something that comes with living in the desert, is just you live with the dust. It comes in and there's really nothing you can do about it but constantly live your life dusting. I feel like that's all I do. Oh, I feel like this is a little all over the place, but Charlie's been helping with the cleaning. Like I was actually able to take him into Grandma's house. Normally he gets really excited and I'm scared that he's gonna knock her over. So what I had been doing is kind of taking him to Grandma's house while she's sleeping, or kind of doing other things and on a leash, just so it's not such an exciting new thing for him. And it's really worked. Like he spent the whole day with me at Grandma's house, and he did so good with her and her dogs. And it was just nice to be able to have him there with me. Like I feel bad having him cooped up in the crate every time I go over there to clean or do laundry or whatnot. So that went so well, and I've just been kind of doing it in increments every day now that we've established some boundaries of what he is and isn't allowed to do over there. It's been a process over the last few weeks, but I can't have him knocking her over or being really excited if he sees the walker or the wheelchairs and stuff like that. So that has been the last couple of weeks of just integrating him over there and establishing boundaries with her home, her dogs, and me and whatnot. And it has gone so well. I do have to say it's nice to see progress. But what I was getting to with that is I normally do laundry at my grandma's house because our washing machine broke. So it's just been a lot of just her washer and me going back and forth between my clothes and her clothes and her bedding and our bedding, and you know, establishing a system with that. But we got a new washing machine. And it has thrown my whole schedule off. It's crazy how something so little could completely throw off your whole schedule. You know, I had it established when I would do her laundry, when I would do our laundry, when I'm folding laundry, days of laundry, you know what I mean? You kind of get these routines, and now it feels like I don't know what the heck I'm doing. And I have two washers to kind of go through too, so I can do multiple loads at the same time. You know, I can have her laundry and my laundry going, and it's like my mind isn't clicking that I could do that. Like I start laundry at my house and then I wait until that load's done and then I'll go to grandma's house. It's a weird thought process, and I don't know why I keep doing that. But over the past couple of days now, I've kind of gotten better to where I can just start her laundry, start my laundry, fold her laundry, fold my laundry, and then I think I'm just gonna do a load a day, one here, one there, every day, instead of kind of doing 2 days of laundry at grandma's house, 2 days of grandma's stuff, 2 days of laundry of my stuff. You know what I mean? Like it's just, I feel like it's opened up more time, but at the same time, it takes more time because I don't know exactly the routine that's most efficient yet. But that will come with time and trying different things, different schedules, and seeing what works best for her, what she wants washed, when. We kind of had to go through that and establish this routine when my washer broke, to now we're kind of rewinding and trying new things, and it always just kind of throws me off. Like once I get set on a routine or a schedule, I tend to keep it, and change is hard to me. I'm learning. I used to think I could thrive on chaos, and I cannot. I'm a big old wimp now. I'm like, oh no, change, what's that? Man, I love having a new washer though, and it works so good, and it is so quiet, and I wish I did have like a beep or something like that to hear when it's done. And then I realized it doesn't matter because it's inside the laundry room that's inside the garage. So it's like not even in the house or kind of connected to the house at all. So that would have been pointless anyways. My husband was real confused, and I was like, I wish I had like an alarm when it was done. And he's like, for what? You won't be able to hear it. And it took me a minute to like process that and like be like, okay, you're right. I'm done talking about a washing machine. I feel like that was a little extended and it didn't have to be. I had mentioned before that we had put in for a bunch of different hunts, and my husband got the notifications that money was withdrawn from our accounts for 2 different hunts. So that means we got drawn for 2 things, but we don't know who got drawn for what yet, or what we got drawn for. I mean, we can kind of guesstimate by the prices, and we've narrowed it down to possible 1 crane hunt, or the crane hunt could also be a javelina hunt, but we're not 100% sure. We do think it's the crane though, because our chances were higher with that one. And then a possible 1 deer hunt for my husband's second choice based off the price, but it could also be my first choice deer hunt, because they were the same price. So we don't know who got drawn for what, which kind of sucked, but I like that anticipatory, you know, waiting type of thing. Like, I want it to be a surprise. I'm excited for when the tags come in the mail and it's like happy, excited mail. It's like a big old mystery. It drives my husband insane. He wants to know so bad. He's even gone as far as calling the Game and Fish offices to be like, so can you tell me what I got drawn for? And they probably get calls like that all day. They're probably just like, you need to wait until you get your tags. You know what I mean? Like, they're not going to cater to everyone. So I'm excited to wait. My husband just wants to know and wants to know what we need to prepare for. But either way, we'll have sufficient amount of time to prepare for things. I'm not worried about it. But yes, I am really excited, and patience is the virtue. I'm so excited though. I want to know. And either way, even if I didn't get drawn for anything this year, I do think that I want to go to 1 more hunt or I want to go on one of the hunts with my husband just so I can experience it from that, and he can teach me some things, because I don't know the things. I don't know things. There's things that I have to learn. Also, I just learned that there's a chance I'm getting a new AC system. We had someone come in and look at, but yeah, we had an AC guy come out and look at our AC unit. Also looked at the splints that we have in Grandma's home to see what we can do to make those work better. In my opinion, they've never worked right, but this guy swears that once he figures out where the leaks are and how to properly put them together, it'll work much better. But I've had problems with that splint for probably like 7 years, so I don't know. We'll see. I have someone come out and look at it 3 to 4 times a year just to maintain a comfy status in there. There's obviously something wrong with it, because you should only have to be able to get it serviced just for summer to begin with, but we have to get it serviced like 2 to 3 times a month, and it is just draining the account, and it is expensive and annoying. And the thing is it's not just for the AC. Over there it is AC and heater, so it's a year-round problem. We consistently have to do it, but hopefully this person can figure out. It is more of a family friend that is coming from out of town to look at it, so we're not just paying some company to be like, oh, nope, we fixed it, and it break down in like 2-3 weeks. So we'll see if there's a difference. I know we need a whole new AC unit here, and we're getting some written up quotes for our options for that here in the next couple of days, thank God. Our AC unit is like 30 years old. My granddaddy originally built it. It's jerry-rigged to shit. So I'm super excited to have a more efficient, easygoing, and less dangerous unit. I say dangerous because obviously it goes back and forth between heater and AC. And for the heater thing, the pilot goes out all the time, and I'm always scared relighting the pilot. It has electrocuted me. It has like, it's not just like poof, it lights a little flame. It's like lighting a new flame, and it scares me, and it scares my husband, and it scares everyone involved, honestly. So I'm excited and ready to have a new system. It's needed, and it's going to be expensive. But at this point, we don't have any other option. It's running anywhere from 25 to 50% back and forth, no matter how many times we have it serviced. And it's just beyond the point of repair. Even the AC, okay, so with how many people have come out for my grandma's AC unit, we've had ours looked at too, and every single, that's only consistency with every single company and every single person looking at them is our unit is unfixable to even get it to be removed, because it's like the ducts and stuff, and like the part where the pilot is and where the filter is like built up inside the wall. It's not just like a little thing you have to take off just to replace the filter. It is like a whole closet built inside of a closet up in the walls. I don't know how to explain it, but it's not supposed to be like that. And yeah, so that is some good news, and I'm kind of excited for it. I do have to say that. And I think that'll make my house cooler, and also it'll reduce our electricity bill, because that bill has gone up 12%, because why not? Let's just raise all of our prices. That's great. Oh, last week I was talking about a book series that I was considering reading. It was like an academy series with a ton of fantasy. Well, I read all 5 books. I binged it. I got sucked in. I enjoyed it. It was easy to read, easy to follow. It's Fate's Hollow Academy, I believe, by Lyra Winters. Here, let me check. Fated Hollow Academy, Lyra Winters. There is 5 books, and it is a reverse harem, meaning she has 7 mates. And it's a lot. But it was a lot of fun. I obviously blazed through it. And yeah, I have no idea what I'm going to read now. But the book, it was really easy to follow, and I'm always impressed with authors that are able to keep track of that many characters. Like I said, I have written a few books, and I cannot keep up with that many characters. It is so hard. Like, each character has their own individual character arc, but then there's an overall story arc that you have to keep up with, and that also includes keeping their personal traits, their character development, and everything to intermingle with that. So each character is growing individually and together, plus including the whole story arc on top of that. So that's 8 different storylines that have to align, because it's the main character and then plus 7. And those are all main characters. That is not even including the subplots and side stories and extra characters that have to add to the story. Like, that's not including the villains, the new friends, the teachers, all of that. And then you have world building, and everybody perceives the world in a different way almost. So you have to add their personal story in with their point of view and how they see the world, on top of just everything built around this fantasy world altogether. And it is so intriguing to me. So that's why I get hooked on stories like that. It's just the structure of it and the capability of maintaining such focus. I bet you the planning process, I don't even know, because then there's planners, and like there's pantsers, which means that they just write off the seat of their pants. Like, they just get this story idea and they just write and write and write, and it kind of naturally develops, and then they edit and create this masterpiece from it. But then there's also the plotters, which, plot everything and plan everything before they write it. And it's just, I'm always intrigued. Like, how did this person come up with this? Did they plan everything? And these are just the things going through my head reading stories like this. So it's not even just that the story was good. It's also that I really just enjoyed wondering what the process was like getting to this point, and I don't know, it was fun. I really liked it. If you like fantasy and reverse harems and stuff like that, I suggest it. Damien was my favorite character. Of course, he was the darkest male mate. And yeah, his development and his story was just funny and fun, and just his reactions so straightforward, very blunt, no coyness, no anything like that. It was, you were made for me. Like, we are fated. Like, I'm not gonna be shy or sugarcoat it. You're it, And I love sometimes that plot. Like, okay, first love at first sight, super fast, while all the other characters are developing, or you have ones that are I don't know. in denial and like that's the last thing I want is a mate and it's so inconvenient, or those who are secretly like romance filled and are like, I've always looked for a mate but I didn't think it was gonna happen, and that initial denial of like, is this really the right time for this to happen, you know? You have all of those themes in this at the same time, and I love it. Like, it was just fun. And those are the type of things that I think about, like, when it comes to books. It's not just the story that intrigues me. So whenever I rate something, I'm rating it on all of that, of how well they were able to maintain having that many characters and stuff. But I'm done nerding out on you on that. I could go on forever. So that also leaves me to, I don't know what to read next. I don't know, I might reread stuff. I have 800 books in my audio library, so I'm not really that upset that I don't have very many credits left, because I want to save money so I can spend more money on diamond painting. So I need to just go through my library, see what I haven't read for a while, and go from there. Do you guys have any favorite books that you like, or any suggestions maybe? Because I do have 1 credit and I am open to reading something new as long as it has good reviews and is romance. Romance is my go-to. I love reading romance. So yeah, throw your suggestions down below if you have any. Okay, and then this is the next subject, is I recorded an intro thing talking about my goals for the channel and how I eventually wanted to do like sneak peeks and work with other companies, but I'm loving not having any affiliates so far, and I don't know, I just feel like that's an honest approach to it because I'm still learning stuff. I don't want to jump in and just be working with companies that I don't fully know. So I'm thinking of taking like the first year, like April to April, to just not really take anything and learn and compare and just get a base ground of knowledge of this whole thing. I want to learn my audience. I want to learn about the community still. I want to learn the needs of the community and the wants and what's working, what's not working, and have fun, and also be able to just make content that I want to make, while also learning that what you guys would like to watch too. So I don't know. I don't want to have any restrictions. I want to eventually, yes, in the long run, my goal is to eventually make money from YouTube. It's not a must, it's not a need, it's just a want and I don't have to. That's what I'm trying to say. So if I do ever get sponsorships, I don't know, it might be just through like WIP and Chats of natural things that I use and possibly could talk about, not necessarily working with strictly just diamond painting, so that I can just keep an open, honest transparency of I don't have any affiliates with this company and this is what I think of it. And honestly, I'm kind of tired of being sold on stuff on YouTube. Everything is an ad. Everything has that purpose, but at the same time, that's how these people are able to maintain a living wage. So I have to keep that into consideration. But yeah, I don't know. I've been hearing things that if you work with certain companies or other companies, that you have restrictions on who and what you can advertise for else. Like, you could like multiple companies, so that's never made sense to me, and I don't like that. I don't like being restricted on my own personal channel. Not that I'm saying, like, all of this is alleged. It's just rumors. I don't know for sure. I have never been approached by anyone, thank goodness. I think I'm too anxiety high ridden for that just this moment, because I'm still learning the whole YouTube process. But yeah, I was just kind of thinking about that. I kind of like not selling to you guys and just giving my opinion, and we're not there yet. I mean, someday there might be a point where I might say, hey, I might make a commission off of this, this, and this. But I think for now, I'm just gonna keep it not affiliation with any diamond painting or accessory companies as of now. That might change in the future if I really completely fall in love and have consistent good rapport and experiences with a company, and I can honestly say, hey, if you've been watching for a long time, you know I've been using this company for a long time and I got this offer. Like, that is different, but I don't think I'm going to go out of my way to approach any diamond painting companies. Now, I do want to host events and stuff someday. Like I said, I want to learn the community a little bit more, and I just want to enjoy it before I take a huge part in it. I want to enjoy other people's events and what they are doing and whatnot before I take on the responsibility of providing that to other people. I kind of want to just enjoy it as a consumer right now. So I might someday in the future host events and have sponsors and sponsorships for that and highlighted posts for companies that are helping me with the event. That is different, and those are my favorite things about events, is seeing what companies come forth and make these opportunities a reality for, one, these creators, two, their audiences, and also make it possible for people to try new things. I love that so much. It makes me happy, and I think the world deserves it, and I think the companies deserve it, the creators and the winners of these giveaways for these events. It's just beautiful. I'm a little terrified of doing that right now. I feel like that's just a lot of responsibility, especially since I don't know a lot about this community yet. So that is one thing. Now, I have been a little nervous to approach a thing about YouTube for a little bit. A couple weeks ago, I had an interaction with another creator that was not the best. It was an honest mistake. We've moved past it. I'm not saying any names. She is a beautiful human being that made an honest mistake. But I do want to talk about YouTube creator etiquette a little bit. For one, I want to make a statement saying, if you cannot handle someone unfollowing you or whatnot, and you want to approach them with an accusatory attitude and say, hey, why did you unsubscribe from me and support blah, 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 I support you, so you have to support me. That's never a way to approach any creator. That's not what this platform is for. This is where my announcement comes in, or PSA, public service announcement. YouTube will sometimes unsubscribe your subscribers. So instead of approaching it as you unfollowed me and you unsubscribed, why did you do that? Make an announcement to your whole audience saying, hey, make sure to double check your subscription sometimes, or if there's a creator that you've been following and they haven't been popping up in your home feed for a while, just double check that you're still subscribed, because YouTube can unsubscribe you sometimes. I don't know why. It has happened to me personally multiple times where I'll be subscribed to a creator for a long time, and then sometime, like a while later, I'll be like, wait, I haven't seen this person's content in a while, and I know they produce content regularly, and I'll go and check and I will be unsubscribed. And I have never once unsubscribed them. That's not what happened in this case. I guess they had a tracker of some sort to see who's subscribed and who's not, and it said I had unsubscribed, but I was able to send a screenshot in real time of that exact moment showing, no, one, I am still subscribed and I don't appreciate you approaching me like this. And like I said, it was just an emotional, accidental thing, and there was a giveaway involved and I had won it and it was amazing and I'm so glad I got to win it. You know what I mean? And it was just a highly sensitive thing. Like, the whole point of a YouTube platform is to watch content you like and interact with, not a follow for follow or an expectation of I'm following and supporting you and watching and interacting with your content and demanding the same in return. No, that is not how it works or okay. If you are a creator and you follow me, I would never, I'm gonna say it like this. If I follow you and you are a creator, know that I'm doing that because I genuinely like and want to interact with your content. It has nothing to do with you following or supporting and interacting with my content. I would never hold the expectation for for you to do that in return. And if you do, I love you for it, and I appreciate you being a subscriber, especially since you understand more of what is going into content making than the regular viewer. But just know, you do not have to be subscribed to me because of that. I understand that sometimes you can enjoy someone else's, you know, their stuff. Like I could really enjoy your content and you could genuinely just not like the way I am. You could not like me just to not like me. You could not like my content. Maybe you don't like the pacing, or you don't like the way I portray stuff. Maybe you don't agree with some opinions, or whatever reason. Just because I like your content doesn't mean you have to like my content. It was that approach to it that I didn't appreciate or fully think they understood. And I wanted to throw that out there for some etiquette stuff. For if someone unfollows you, or you have a tracker and you cannot handle people unsubscribing to you even though you really like their content, that's just not nice, and it doesn't feel good. It makes you feel almost used and question your own stuff of like, do you really like my content, or are you only saying you support me because I support you? You know what I mean? Like, I want that genuine, if you like my content, thank you, I appreciate it. Hopefully I'm doing something right. If you have critiques or, constructive criticism, I am always open to it. Or if my content is just not your jam, that is okay too. I just don't like that attitude of I'm following you because you follow me, and I'm supporting you so you have to support me. Like, that mentality is just not okay in this space, and I don't understand why it's a thing. But we talked it through, and it was a very high emotional state that she was in for it. And I understand that. And sometimes she didn't know that YouTube could do it. And we had a really great conversation since then. And I still support her content just because I like it. But I just wanted to throw that out there to say, hey, double check your subscriptions to make sure you're still subscribed to who you like. And just subscribe to people you're genuinely interested, not because you're going to gain anything in return. Just a little reminder there that that's not how to approach this platform, in my opinion. No harm, no foul, lessons learned. Beautiful people out there. You all are amazing. Thank you. I just want to throw that out there and just get it off my chest. And this is also not a competition. Like, other diamond painting or hobby creators are not competition. They are part of the community. And everybody's looking for a different value that they gain from different creators, So the value I gain from your content may not be the value you are looking for through my content. And that is okay. Just remember, it's a community and not a competition. And not everybody's content is for everybody. All right? All right. I'm done now. I'll get off my little soapbox. And I'm sorry if you didn't like that. Let's get back to positive vibes. Also, staying a little bit longer on the community, like creator community thing, I still am contemplating on making a Discord for YouTube hobby content creators, maybe specifically just for diamond painting, to bounce ideas off of each other, maybe look for critiques, learn together, and whatnot. I'm not sure if I've done it or if I have any takers. I'm still thinking about it. If that's something you're interested in building a community of creators, because it's not a competition, it's a community, let me know and I will put it together. And if that's just not something anybody bites on, that's fine too. I want to help share each other's wins and celebrate them with you and whatnot. So keep that in mind. Let me know. But yeah, on to regular broadcasting. I can't talk today. I blame the clouds. It has been rainy and cloudy. Oh, that also means I've had a migraine for the last 5 days. But today, the clouds cleared up a little bit and it's not windy and stormy. So my headache is going away and I feel like a human again, and it's amazing. And my coffee just kicked in. Oh, geez. Oh, I do have a little more sad news. I said we were going to be positive here. I gave up my romance writing group. Yeah, I kind of am on a stepuary Wow. Temporary step down. There is a smaller group that I admin to. It's just, I don't even know if I'm going to publish one day. I like writing just to write. I love learning about the process, especially the process about publishing. I love critique reading and beta reading and giving critical feedback, but is it my career? I feel like someone that's more invested in it being a career should run something that a lot of people want to follow as a career, not on a hobby thing. It was a really tough decision. They said I'm always welcome back and am able to use the groups, of course, like, and whatnot. And if I change my mind, I'm always welcome back as an admin, of course. And yeah, but I don't know, like, I feel like my focus isn't on making writing a career. I just like to write and nerd out on it and whatnot. So that was kind of a tough decision, and I won't be part of making the rules or hosting, you know, competitions and stuff. But this also means that I can enter into them now. I wasn't able to do that before. And just for funsies writing, you know, we would host like little competitions and discounts on editing services, or have an offer on cover stuff, or free signed books from debut authors and that type of thing. And I'm kind of excited for that, just to be a normal, you know, not in charge, just relaxing and not taking the responsibility of 9,000 other authors on my shoulders. And it's nice. It was a hard, sad decision, but it's nice. And I think it was what was best for, one, the group, because they deserve people that are 100% invested in it and something that they want to pursue, especially since I do have established, you know, authors in there. I have a couple that are independent authors that have over 20 books released, and then I also have traditionally published authors too in it, and I have 2 editors running it as well. So it's in beautiful, perfect hands, and it is going to thrive even more than it was now. And I think that was one of the best decisions I could have made for it, because everybody deserves better. And that's just kind of how it is. I feel really good about the decision right now, but we'll see how it comes around when I get back to writing. I don't know. I'm hoping it wasn't a rash choice, but like I said, I could always come back. It's not like a forever thing, it's a for now thing. So we will see. I'm going to end this here. Let me do my shameless plug. I got my first email about a diamond painting journey from Nancy, who is pampered with diamonds. Pampered by diamonds? Pampered with. Let me check. Where's my phone? I think it's Pampered with Diamonds. Oh, Nancy, I'm so sorry. I remembered your name. I'm better with names than I am with YouTube names. I think it's Pampered with Diamonds. Pampered by Diamonds. She sent me an email. I will, if I remember, I will link her journey video on here. She was like, hey, I don't really have a full story, but I do have a journey video of her diamond paintings and all the ones that she's completed, how she got into diamond painting and all of that. And it was a really fun video of just learning her journey and whatnot, and I really enjoyed it. So check out her channel. She is a new content creator. It looks like she's had YouTube for a while, but she just started making content again, and she's a lot of fun, and she's super sweet and has really good, just genuine conversation, and I appreciate that, and that is what I'm here for. Yeah, so I want to record videos of reading the audience's journey of diamond painting. And that could be how it's benefited you mentally, emotionally, physically, how you got into diamond painting and whatnot. And yeah, so email me at diamondsandthoughts@gmail.com, and I can totally do it anonymously. Thank you guys. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if this is the type of content you like. Bye!